general nerdery.
My allergies have finally kicked in, so I keep and for whatever reason this year it's just gunk in my lungs, and which I guess is better than last year I almost went to the fucking hospital over sneezing and blood. But if I randomly cough, I just apologize in advance. So if you don't hear while you guys are trying to make points, understand I am also miserable because I am literally tasting pollen every time I have to do that.
Fair.
And on that just so charming note, welcome to General Nerdery, your podcast about liking things. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
Steven's with us again.
Oh, hi. I'm here still.
I don't even remember. We haven't had new people on in long enough. I forgot what the normal introduction is, and now with Steven, I'm just I point at him. Whatever.
I almost called him the Stowaway.
I mean,
Different show.
I am a stowaway, but not here.
Anytime we've recorded multiple shows on one day, we just completely bleed into...
I remember I'm a lieutenant of nerdery.
You might be up to colonel at this point, man. I was thinking about this. We talked about this at work the other day. How many episodes have you been on at this point?
A lot.
Because this is the fourth Food Wars. At least one Miracle Workers, Morbius...
Oh, I forgot about
Detective
Morbius.
Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu. The Star Wars Christmas episode.
Star Wars Christmas special. You've been on at least 10, and I swear it's way more than that.
I sat in on one, but I wasn't actually on for the Zelda recording.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that
too.
Mostly because I was just interested in how you guys recorded.
The only video game episode we've ever done, just because...
Video games are harder to cover.
Yep.
Yeah. It's that simple. They're so much harder to cover.
No, you guys did
Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, but we also read a comic for it. That was just kind of a general Turtles... okay, but yeah, fair enough.
I'm curious about this.
Should have asked this question before we started recording, but thanks to the magic of editing...
Yui, that's not you.
I'm only seeing 8 when I search for me.
I swear you've at least 10, but who knows?
This will, I think, be my 9th one.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just because we've recorded almost 100 episodes of another show that you were on that I feel like every time I turn around, you're recording with us.
Yeah, but I like recording with you. So
yeah, it's not a complaint. I just...
Godzilla.
King and King Kong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm already tired of looking through this.
Yep, that's fine.
I literally just went to my feed and searched for the word Steven. So as long as I'm in the description somewhere, I've been on 8 episodes.
Anyways, this time we're doing Food Wars, the 4th plate, which I swear to God I thought we had done before, but we've not.
Same.
No, it's because last time we even talked about this, you guys were like, yeah, we enjoyed it so much that we went on and started watching the next season. And I'm like, cool, I didn't, so
Guess we're done.
And we talked about the 4th season, too, a bunch.
That's it. You and I talked about it
Well, because anytime we would talk about Misaka, you guys would be like, yeah, he still sucks, but he's kind of good coming up. And,
I do I always liked Misaka, other than the creepy, I hate the fucking anime tongue thing.
We get it. You find it too erotic. We can move along.
Sure, whatever. Let's go with that, I guess.
But fuck me, season 4 had the most just oh, I don't hate this character anymore. You're now a character I like.
But before that, what have we been ingesting?
Oh, it's been a minute, huh?
Yeah, it's been about a month since we last recorded.
I can go first if you guys need a moment.
Go ahead.
I'm still rewatching doing my rewatch of Star Trek Next Generation. I'm in season 4. I just watched the first introduction of the Trill, where Beverly
makes out with Riker and is severely weird.
Yep. I'm still playing through on Hades. I just finally got finished a prophecy I've been trying to complete since the last time we recorded and I talked about playing Hades.
Hell yeah. Which one?
It's the duos boons.
Oh, getting all the duos.
Mm-hmm. I basically just have the ones for Chaos left. All of the very last one of his is the legendary one for, and then got to complete all of the main. I don't even know what it's called. The legendary boon ones.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but those are the only 2 left. And then I also just watched a really fun movie that I wanted to recommend to you. It's horror adjacent. You might actually enjoy it as well, but it's not... I don't know if it's your bag as well. It is called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Bodies, bodies, bodies.
Interesting name, at least.
It's apparently...
Are they hitting the floor?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
It is a bunch of...
Tell us you're old without telling us you're old, Tyler.
It's a murder mystery whodunit kind of movie, but with like kind of slashery vibes.
Okay.
A bunch of young Instagram, like 20-somethings who are like constantly on their phones, do a bunch of drugs, party scene type kids are at like one of their friends' rich dad's house, like rich.
Okay.
At their rich dad's house for a hurricane party. There's a hurricane, so they're just going to wait it out in this nice-ass mansion. And one of them dies, and then it becomes a thing of, like, who killed him? It's got Pete Davidson in it, and a couple other people that I cannot remember their names for the life of me. But a bunch of young actors that I definitely want to know.
I don't really care about Pete Davidson, but I don't dislike him by any means either. Like, he's...
he's a childish, entitled asshole is what he's playing in this, so he does it really well.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That's his oeuvre. I don't know if he is in real life, but like...
Yeah, I don't know how he is in real life, but he does a great job of doing that, portraying that character in this, and like, it's fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Let's see. Ingesting. Barry finished. Loved it. So good.
gotta watch it.
Oh, it's so good. Wow.
I heard the ending got real dark.
I mean, the whole last 2 seasons are dark.
It's about a contract killer. I'm not saying I'm surprised it went dark.
I'm not sure if the finale itself was any darker, but yeah. It's not happy.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's amazing, though. It's really, really well done. Ted Lasso came to an end.
It mostly stuck the landing. I would give it a...
Still haven't watched season 3. Need to watch it.
We won't go too much into detail. I would give it a 7 or 8 out of 10.
The more I think about it, the more I kind of like it, just because of all the cute little wraparounds that they do.
There are a lot of things. I mean, there are a lot of things I really do like. I'm not knocking it on that. There's a few things at the end that I have a few questions and quibbles. I don't like how they ended the Roy storyline. Steven, do you care if I do a minor spoiler?
I'm going to close my ears.
I won't go into detail. I think that the reactions... You don't need to close your ears. Stop that. The reactions to Roy's choice all make sense. I don't think it makes sense for Roy to make that choice in the final episode.
I don't know. I didn't brush up against that at all. I think I brushed up against him getting the job that he gets more than...
Oh, I think he deserved it more, but we'll go with that. We're done. We're done. I promise.
Whether he deserved it or not more, I don't know if he would have took it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's interesting. There are choices they made that I disagree with, but overall, I think they mostly stuck the landing.
I think what most people are running up against, and I'm fine with it, is that it's not a finale. It's such a good show, but it's not a finale that goes up at all. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't elevate any for the final episode. It kind of just stays in its lane.
It ties things up with a pretty good bow, but it doesn't challenge us.
And I having not seen any of it, but based on these 2 things you've just said and that I picked up from that a little bit, I was hoping for more of a Tyler kind of ending up on a high note kind of feel.
It's not like it's not that it's not a high note. It's like nothing about the show elevates. It stays in its lane. It's still just a solid episode of Ted Lasso. It's not necessarily, oh my God, we put together this gift of an episode to go out on. It does really
effectively wrap things up, though. I will say that it's a good finale episode. It's just not like a world-shattering finale.
Yeah. Having a finale, getting to a finale is hard enough. Having a finale that succinctly kind of covers and wraps up most everything that needs to is fucking hard. It's not done well more often than it is.
Landing the jet for Ted Lasso perfectly.
Landing the fucking jet for Ted Lasso is an accomplishment.
Like,
considering the first 2 seasons are so fucking good.
And that's really what and the 3rd season, people will fight me on this, but I think the 3rd season is actually still really strong. I agree it's the weakest season, but that's also its own kind of as we've said a lot of times on the show, something has to be the worst of anything you do. You know, there's a worst Batman actor. It's fucking George Clooney, but that's not important right now. And yeah, like
there's a worst ice cream flavor.
Getting a 100% on Ted Lasso was going to be impossible,
unrealistic.
I think they landed at least an 85.
That's really.
I would agree with that.
I'm not.
At least
There were places I disagreed, but even then I was like, all right, if you're going to make that choice, then this end result makes sense. You had a lot of really good stuff happen, nice moments. I did really enjoy it. It's one of those weird things that, like, anytime we talk about it, I can't not talk about critiques, but also I'm like, but I definitely watched it twice.
Yeah, I've probably watched it 3 times.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it again. Oh, wow. I've watched it twice so far.
Started in on the new season of Sweet Tooth. And that's still really good.
Okay, sweet. I've heard good things from... My mom watched the first season of that and really liked it.
My mom got really into Sweet Tooth as well. And I had to go to the comic book store with her because she was too embarrassed to go alone. Mom and I are very different people.
I've yet to read the comic, but from what I understand, the show is happier, which they did on purpose because when the comic came out, there hadn't actually been a worldwide pandemic going on.
Also, man, I love Jeff Lemire. He's a fantastic writer. He don't do happy shit, so it's not hard to be happier than a Jeff Lemire comic.
Now this is adding up because I read the first couple trades of Sweet Tooth and I was like, why the fuck are you watching this, Mom? That was a real dark fucking book. What? Like, you're constantly asking me for requests of, like, happy shit. What? So, okay, stuff's adding up.
Happier.
Yeah, no, apparently they went into the series being like, oh, you know what? Things are a little bit different right now, but this is still, like, a really good story that we can follow. Just, there's going to be tweaks.
Yeah, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to check it out.
Still a lot of Marvel Snap.
Oh, yeah. Just got Null in my Destroy deck and it changes everything.
Still, I've been going through the old Mad Max game still. It's fantastic. Oh my god, it's so good, actually. It has me all, like, super ready for that new season of Miracle Workers to start, too, since that's all Mad Maxed out.
Fuck yeah, that's good.
It made me want to go back into Borderlands.
But I also went and saw Across the Spider-Verse.
How is it? I've heard very good things.
So it's really good. I do really like / love it. I really want to see it again. Like, it's not just a little bit of a part 1 of Across the Spider-Verse. It's a very big part 1 of Across the Spider-Verse. And where it ends, things aren't really wrapped in any way.
Which I don't love as... I think trilogies need to have a complete story in every one as much as you can.
Yes.
But also, it's not a deal breaker.
I think it's also different when you slap on, like, part 1.
Yeah.
It's also just a more complicated, like, story and message that the story is sending. Whereas in the first one, it's kind of like, this is why Spider-Man has existed for so long. It's because anybody can be Spider-Man. And look, here's a story about somebody being Spider-Man. And
yeah, Into the Spider-Verse has some, like, wacky shenanigans, but the basic story itself is pretty simple.
Yeah, it's really just a variation of, like, kind of what you see in a lot of different, especially kids' media, of just like, anybody can be a hero as long as you stand up and are the one to want to do it. And, like, that just
does it better than almost anything else.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an exemplary version of that. This story is like, fuck all you neckbeards that think characters have to be approached a certain way just because they have that character's name.
Dude, their design for Spider-Man India is so much better than classic Spider-Man India design.
I've been trying to desperately avoid, like, spoilers for it, but, like, Tumblr's fucking awash with just GIFs and people
Man, if you want to
posting fan
avoid
art.
spoilers, what the fuck are you doing on Tumblr?
It's
Just
literally
in
the only
general.
social media network I can use because it is no investments. I know nobody in the real world that on Tumblr, and it is just like bullshit I like.
I use a lot of Discord these days, but that's most of my...
That being said, and something feels different about the animation compared to the first one. And it feels kind of like a shortcut, which I don't blame them for how much they have to do in this movie, because there's a lot of stuff going on at screen all of the time in this movie. But even if it also might be a change that actually fits in a little bit with the themes of the movie and how breaking from gatekeeping and conformity and stuff. But remember how in the first one, every one of the spiders very, very, very distinctly felt like their own animation style?
Mm-hmm.
This one, especially when things slow down and you actually just have them standing side by side with just real small, subtle movements, it looks like they're all kind of the same 3D frame with extremely heavy filters.
Well, they did have to make
top.
800 spiders instead of 5.
Exactly, where I'm like, I don't hate this. Well, it does fit into the themes of the movie.
Yeah. And they made sure, I know they made sure to do Spider-Punk very differently for similar...
Yeah. And actually, that's even interesting, especially because Steven mentioned that other animation looking like it was animated on the 4s. Every Spider-Man's animated on the 1s, except for Miles, who's animated on the 2s, except for Hobie, who's animated on the 3s.
Interesting. I love it.
I can't wait to watch this movie.
Yeah, I need to go see it. I've been too busy.
I just live 30 miles from the nearest theater, so it just actually takes investment now.
I'll say I don't think the soundtrack is quite as good, but the score is better and more important to the animation.
That soundtrack was so good on the first one that I'm not surprised. That would have been a hard one to top.
Oh, definitely top tier fucking favorite soundtracks for me.
They do make more use of the weirdness you can get into with animation to be able to show head spaces and stuff too. Whereas everything in the first one, it's just wild action, weird stuff happens when the collider goes on, and so that's where you get all the surreal going in and out of
comic booky shit.
Yeah. There's a sequence in this one where Miles is swinging down the street and he's just in his head. He's thinking about things. And so they use the animation to have the Doc Ock arms start following him, even though Doc Ock's not there, and he's swinging off of them and around them instead of the actual physical things that he's going through and stuff.
That's interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I desperately want to go see it. I just need to make the fucking time.
Yep.
That's what I got.
Okay. Was gonna bring up Ted Lasso, but you already done that. I got back into, it's just a text-based game online called Nation States, which is everything it promises to be. You create your own little nation, in my case, Thumbslandia, and it sends you issues, and you have to decide which choice you're going to make, ranging from baseball is really popular, or so do you want a nationalized baseball team, or do you want to ban baseball altogether, or do you want to, sell it to capitalists? Or the neighboring countries making angry noises at you. How do you want to go about this? And apparently I am really good at creating left-wing utopias, because I've got incredible environmentalism and quality of life, and my the rights of my people and my nation is listed as superb, and if you farted wrong, my economy would collapse entirely. Just terrible economy in this. I am not good at making money in real life or fake life. Let's see what else. I said Marvel Snap. I'm doing a lot of those just easy phone games. I know there's other comics I've been reading, but because it's coming up and we did so many issues for it for next week's Noob Island, so much 70s Man Thing, which won't get into much here, but is absolutely fantastic. Holy shit, it's good. And then the thing that I've been most obsessed with over the last week is I finally watched The Muppets Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
Which we watched a trailer for that. I've watched it 3 times in the last week. Now, it's not a long series, but 3 times is excessive for me. Okay, so 1, I have always been a fan of the Muppets. I fucking love... I mean, we did a Muppet episode way back when, and I've always wanted to do more. I think this is the most interesting Muppet thing that's been done since probably Muppet Treasure Island in the 90s. And, like, you know, there's not really bad Muppets, with the possible exception of Muppet Babies, which, fight me, I hate that show.
I love Muppet Babies.
Yeah. Which one are we talking about? The original one? Because they did do a cartoon remake in the more recent years.
I was thinking OG.
Okay, because that one I can go to bat for. Don't know the new one, but I know it exists.
Yeah, no, I don't really...
That one feels like it's...
Baby.
Animated Muppets just always feels wrong to me.
Yeah,
Like,
it does. But it feels like it's way more actually intended for babies?
and that's fair. I'm not...
More so than Muppet Babies was. I feel like Muppet Babies was strained a little bit like babies up to young children.
That weird strain of 80s cartoons, early 90s cartoons that was like whatever babies. There was like a couple different versions of it.
Watchmen Babies and V for Vacation.
See, that one I would have watched.
Baby J and Silent Bob?
Also would have watched. That's just the intro to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
This is what I thought of.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith is in this. Morgan Freeman shows up in Muppets Mayhem.
Oh, dope.
Muppets can get anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's because they're fucking national icons.
Fucking Peter Jackson shows up in it. And not only that, they made Meet the Feebles canon
Wait, what?
in Muppets.
What?
Wait, what?
Do you know what Meet the Feebles
Yes.
is? Okay, so the band, one of the running gags is the band knows literally every celebrity. And in many cases, they're always like, I'd do anything for the band. They're the ones that made me blah, 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 whatever famous thing. They see Peter Jackson and they're like, we haven't seen you since that night in New Zealand with the Feebles. And everyone goes silent, and he's like, yeah, it was a bad night. 2 of the Feebles are dead, and the rest are in witness protection. And then they just keep going. So Meet the Feebles, Peter Jackson's fucking methed out Muppets parody, is arguably part of the Muppets canon now.
Oh, that just gave me chills.
That's so great.
That's so great. I love it.
But if you haven't seen this or the trailer of it, the plot is the Electric Mayhem, who have been a band for 50 years now, because they just don't age, and no one seems to think that's weird.
It's probably a lot of the coke. Probably the Muppet drugs are on.
Realize they've never made someone realizes the Mayhems never actually made an album, but they're like one of the biggest bands in the world. So they sit down to make an album, but it's fucking wacky hijinks because it's the Electric Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oddly, there's almost no Muppets in this. Kermit, Gonzo, Miss Piggy, none of them ever show up. Kermit's only mentioned once in passing. The only other people from the Muppet Show that appear are Statler and Waldorf for one moment in the final episode. There's only like 3 Muppet characters outside of the Mayhem themselves, and they're directly connected to the band.
Huh.
I love that. I just straight up love that.
It's weird.
That's weird.
But I didn't notice it until almost all the way through. Like, it's kind of like how Frank Oz... Someone once talked about Jim Henson, when he makes a Muppet movie, makes a wacky hijinks Muppet thing that happens to be a movie. While when Frank Oz took Muppets Take Manhattan, he made a normal movie that just happened to star the Muppets. This leans a little more into the Frank Oz side.
I dig it.
Okay.
I'm not saying one is better than the other, it's just interesting. I didn't know I needed to watch the Electric Mayhem go on an acid trip, but I do. They ate 30-year-old expired marshmallows while having a camp out in the desert and all tripped nuts. So, like, it's not acid, but, like, everyone knows what the rock band from the 60s is doing there. Like, no one's...
They're eating 30-year-old marshmallows.
On accident, but yes. It's one of those, like, eat the marshmallows being like, oh my god, these expired in 1992!
So my only knowledge of LSD is that my former roommate had it, and they had it on a sugar cube in their freezer.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Yep.
So
you put a drop on it and it dissolves, so you tend to put it on like sugar or a piece of paper or.
So maybe my marshmallow.
Yeah, I guess you could.
I suppose you could. I don't see why not.
I knew people that put them on sweet tarts. I hid in a truck all night the one time I ever tried
have
it,
some on sweet tarts. It's in the other room.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so good. And honestly, I've been listening to the soundtrack, which...
I thought you just meant LSD for a second.
For some people...
It is.
It is.
Yes.
And, like,
I've been meaning to try it again under better circumstances and not being ditched by my trip sitter after I take it. And
I hear microdosing has done wonders for mental health.
I actually think microdosing of psychedelics is really interesting.
So, yeah.
I just wish it didn't take so damn long. That's...
Takes a while to kick in, and then it takes a while to wear off. It is like...
Interesting.
It's like 12 hours of interesting stuff happening as opposed to...
Oh, wow. No, thank you.
Mushrooms.
You're making a day of it.
Yeah. It's not bad. If you know what you're getting into.
I would definitely need a microdose.
But...
Moving along.
That's your point. Muppets Mayhem, fucking fantastic. Watch it. I didn't know Lips, one of the characters that is like... He's the trumpet player in the band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So he exists, but he's never really done much. Didn't know he was like one of my favorite Muppets, and he is now.
Great. I love this. Now, I want more just like one-off side stories of the Muppets. Like, I want to know what fucking Rolf's up to.
Well, and other Muppets we don't see as much, because like, for us, growing up in the 90s, what I think of as like the main Muppets is kind of Gonzo and Rizzo, even though I know it's like Kermit, Fozzie, and Miss Piggy.
Like,
but there was that like 3-movie arc of Muppet Christmas Carol, Muppet Treasure Island, and Muppets in Space. Calling that a 3-movie arc is wild, but it's all like...
But it was like that era of Muppets.
It was the Gonzo movies. Gonzo was always...
Gonzo was prime focus, and Pepe and Rizzo were like his side guys.
Yeah.
More Rizzo than Pepe, but...
Yeah, Pepe showed up more in Space than Rizzo did, and then Rizzo was heavy in the other two, but either way, like, it's... Gonzo and Rizzo are like my guys.
I'm wondering why. I'm curious to know if there was like a licensing thing with like Kermit and Piggy and Fozzie.
No, I just think that Gonzo was harder to make be one of the characters from fiction.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
We should do a Muppets episode. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably Muppets Mayhem once we're done with the anime shit.
Hell yeah!
Take a quick break.
I was about to say, speaking of anime shit.
Back, let's do some anime shit. So I really liked this. I think the only major critique, and it kind of ties into what we were talking about with Across the Spider-Verse, as the completion of a story, this was great. As a single season, it was shit.
Oh.
Like as a full season thing.
As a standalone season, it is very much...
Not.
It is not. It is.
They ran out of episodes for season 3, so they just
3.
bumped it into season 4.
I literally had to go back and watch like the fucking last 5 episodes. Like,
yes, definitely went back farther than I meant to too, and I was like, oh god, I have so much to watch all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I just decided no. Like I'll see what I remember.
I
think I remembered enough. They let you in on enough. They won.
But yeah, it's basically like the last chunk is that the rebels win the
first 3.
First 3.
So, as a reminder... Okay, thank you, because I don't fully remember where the season starts here.
It starts with the second battle in the Regimental Food War.
Yes.
The last season ends with the first battle, which is Soma, right? And... No,
I don't even remember who... Did Megumi win?
Soma battles into Soba Noodles girl.
Right.
Ishiki... faces the random weird dude with the creepy face who's
guy.
obsessed with him.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And then the other former number something seat, who I think was no, not sushi chef, ramen.
The ramen chef takes on the girl that they didn't bother making a face for most of the time and just give her a hat.
But she's a new seat member of something.
She is unimportant to the story.
But literally, it's
needed to make ramen guy impressive.
She's like 3 seats below him where he was when he was a seat member of the 10.
So for those of you who do not remember, obviously Food Wars is about food Hogwarts. I hate to use that description,
but I can't
cooking
stop anime.
It's the horny cooking anime.
Yeah.
Although,
way less horny.
yes. Although,
well,
also still
hold
very
on.
Well,
hold on.
I want to hold on to that.
So, okay, you and I were talking about this at work, Stephen, because we were both watching the end of season 3, and the end of season 3 is the least horny that this show gets. There was like one food orgasm scene, and it was 66% dude in the food orgasm scene. Like, it was not nearly as bad. And so we were like, this got way less horny. Like, it doesn't necessarily deserve that reputation. And then we started watching season 4, and I was like, okay, so take that back.
It's like the fucking crew for this show heard our comments about it. I was like, wait a minute. Get those fucking 2 dudes out of there. Get some hot world culinary
Man, the hand motion you made right there is not really just the thrust. But for those of at the end of season let me finish my sentence. For those of you who do not remember, season 3 involves Erina's father, shithead. I don't remember his name. Dean Izami. Dean Nakiri? Shithead, taking over the school and just with a really bizarre and terrible plan to make the perfect cooking and make everyone cook the way he thinks that true cuisine should be. Because he was all traumatized by watching Soma's dad get burnt out on cooking by being too brilliant. It sounds bad when I say it that way, but it's actually a very compelling backstory episode.
Yeah.
It's real dumb, but it works.
It works. It's like, oh no, my best friend, he's too burnt out. I gotta now fuck overall cooking.
The problem is, his dad, Soma's dad's story is really compelling, of like the natural born genius that like no one respects the amount of work totally burns out.
And then some fuckboy decides, hey, that guy, I'm gonna go do some atrocities in his name.
I'm going to, I guess, take over the world through restaurants.
Because
that dude experienced burnout?
Yeah. He's a genius. I can't see this happen to anybody ever again. No chef should go through this.
So
the more we talk about this, the more fucked up this guy is.
No. His plan is one of the worst plans in the history of anime.
I'm going to destroy every McDonald's.
Yes, I am. Literally, the plan is I took over the cooking academy, and I'm going to use that to take over every restaurant in Japan and force them to be high gourmet or nothing. So I guess fuck the poor people. And then I'm going to make them also buy through certain people. So I'm going to, even if we don't, because CC is working under the belief that in this world, restaurants run the world. Like, in the same way that Naruto's like the ninja world.
You know what?
This one is the restaurant world.
I think you could argue that until this season, but I feel like the epilogue of this season, when you see them out in the world, shows that that's not the case.
I agree with you, but I
feel like it's kind of like a John Wick hotel underworld situation, if that makes sense.
where everybody in
season,
where everybody in New York's an assassin,
where we do see the cooking underworld.
Basically, I what I'm gonna guess it's trying to allude to, because like I had a thought and now it's gone. Shit, it literally just fell out of my brain.
But I mean, like literally, even if it's not like the world through cooking in the same way the Pokemon is the world through cockfights, like government run through cockfights. You're going to crash the economy with what you're planning here. And he's going to do this to the whole world. And it doesn't even make sense because you're not teaching
but burnout's bad.
Yes, burnout is bad.
But burnout's bad.
Look, this guy is literally the only person that makes me prefer Totsuki's original setup to his plan. And I have such wild issues with the way that Totsuki is designed.
Oh, very poorly designed. Yeah.
What we see of Totsuki post this actually is pretty great, and I love it.
Yes.
But anyways, they end up with a big regimental battle of like, here's 10 quote unquote fighters, cooks, versus their 10 cooks, and whoever wins it all controls it all. It's such wrestling bullshit.
The Elite 10 versus the Rebel 10, basically. It's, yeah.
I mean, I like the setup because it, compared to everything we've seen before, now they are technically working in teams, and you have an added aspect of it, of the actual who are you going to send in first, because you have to beat everybody eventually.
Yeah, strategically things are much more important. No, I actually really like this.
Plus the
It's
regimental,
just-
like, being able to work with each other and the way they incorporate that slowly throughout the season, I really fucking enjoyed.
It's just trying to explain Food Wars out loud. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking amazing. I'm like really into... This is the dumbest thing on the goddamn planet, isn't it?
No.
We just watched the Craven trailer, so no, it's not. But
We can find something dumber.
The Craven trailer.
I
I bet I can
Morbius.
find something
it's
dumber
just
than that.
it's you know, a lot like superhero comics. It's great, but when you try to explain it, sometimes you have to be like, all right, just shut off your brain and trust me.
He's a robot brain vampire.
Thank you, Dr. Sun. I miss you already. It's from New Island. Don't worry about it.
You'll listen to it eventually.
I probably have already.
It's from the Dracula episode. We're getting off. Okay, anyways. So this starts with they have just won the first part of Staglier. Not Staglier, the fucking Regimental. I honestly think they should have ended this right before the Regimental started, like ended season 3, and then introed in with the first Regimental and done the entire Regimental in one season.
Yes.
Because I
that would've
think it would have flowed better.
Yes.
But it's also...
But we also managed to get rid of all the characters we don't care about. And we don't even have to deal with them this season.
sort of.
Although I forget his name. The one from the first season, who we didn't like, Subaru, the snake tongue guy,
Mimasaka.
There it is. I fucking love his turn. Him becoming friends with them is so great this season. Of just like, well, I'm out now. Or he actually he doesn't go out. He gets out of that later. But like he then just like, well, I'm gonna just use my perfect trace to show. Just fucking you challenge me. We're gonna
Let's do this. Let's practice.
Mock duel.
I'm going to be the Vegeta of this, kind of. Like, yeah, no, he's actually really interesting.
Yeah, dude. There's some like him and Arena definitely had like I went from very much hating them as characters.
Oh, that's right.
To
You two really disliked Erina for a long time. I don't know if you still do, but
by the end of this season,
Fine
I
with her.
don't like. She's not my favorite, but I'm like, oh, okay, I get where you're at. I understand where you're going. You have enough growth here that I like you.
you're overcoming the massive abuse enough that like you're not just a stone cold bitch. You are, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
And I know enough about your abuse that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you a grain of salt for. Oh yeah,
My big problem with this season is no Alice cooking, but
That's right. You fucking love Al. Okay, I've got bummer news for you for the rest of this series, man. Like,
no more Alice.
not a lot.
Yeah. She's in the one of the OVAs. But
Okay.
It's
It's a beach episode.
It's a beach episode, so
So
you don't
it is
get any
fun.
cooking.
So yeah, different fun.
Yeah, dude, how do we want to go over the season? Do we want to just go through the episodes?
The episode. So I tried to take notes by episode. It almost doesn't work. I have like the most detailed notes that I've took for any of these Food Wars episodes so far, and it's best to just break it down by the different dishes. And,
All right, Tyler, run us through this. You have notes, and we are going. So
well, because like episode 1 starts in on like introducing who's all fighting, not fighting, cooking.
it's fighting. Let's
It's
be honest.
fighting.
It's shonen.
And then like they start to do things, and then it goes into the next. Anyway, so the
Quick side note,
matchups.
actually, real before this, because we've talked about this every time. Have you cooked anything fun recently?
I made the apple risotto again.
How'd it go?
It went
Now
great.
that you didn't put more sugar in it.
It went great, and I did everything that I talked about wanting to do the last time, and it was fucking delicious. It's so good.
I should try it again. I found the Food Wars cookbook, and I think I'm just gonna pick it up.
Oh, that's good. I should get that too.
I mean, since last time, I have done it again and made some changes, and they were good. I can't remember what they were off the top of my head. I have an idea of what I want to do. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm still playing around with it. I still want to play with that
was
dish
the major
more.
change. I use just straight chicken stock instead of doing the water and bouillon that it suggests.
Well, when you did bouillon, you did sugar.
Exactly. So really, I did the recipe different, but as it's intended, and 2, better.
Okay. I did a Asian burrito. I took like really good local chicken and I cooked it in a sauce that I made out of soy sauce and ginger and I think a bit of sweet chili sauce. And then I did like cabbage and onions and peppers. And then, I mean, it would have been fine just as like a salad with chicken, like Asian salad with chicken on top. But because I'm me, I then put a bunch of cheese on the top and wrapped it in a burrito.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking good. Jesus Christ. I'm still thinking about it. And that was like a month ago.
Ooh, I made some really good strawberry Rice Krispies with a peanut butter drizzle.
Mmm.
My wife made really good salmon last night, but that was... Okay, I'm sorry. We can go back into this. It's Food Wars, man.
I know. Yeah. I haven't made much.
I'll try and do something fun for next episode.
Oh yeah, I'll try and cook something fun.
The matchups are Megashima, who's the ramen guy, versus Rindo, the exotic rare foods chick.
Megashima was actually really interesting. A little stereotype anime, but not in like a bad way.
And they're having to use chili peppers.
Yeah. Ooh, these ones looked good. He did the African ramen, and she did the
firecracker chicken style Cayman alligator.
Although, like, having had, I forget how it's pronounced, but it's the form of cayenne pepper that he's using in his dish. They talk about it in an earlier episode. Someone even brings it up. How, like,
he's using harissa.
Harissa, yeah.
Yeah.
I've cooked with that. Holy shit. If you use too much of it, it is way too hot.
There's Mimasaka.
I made shuka with it. That's what I made.
Oh man, I did last year. I took Cece's peppers and I used the wrong kind of pepper and put in like 15 of them. And it was, I don't think it was habaneros, but something like that. And I'm still getting shit for making anything spicy anymore because people are comparing it to that travesty of a meal I tried to make.
There's Mimasaka versus Some Saito. He's the sushi guy. They have the tuna competition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one's the green tea competition between Kuga and Skasa.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Mimasaka with tuna and Saito. And then Rindo and...
The tuna sushis looked good, but I don't know. It was the one that stood out the least to me of the different...
I mean, he loses for a reason anyways, but, like, Mimasaka loses, but, like...
They all lose,
but... yeah, dude, like, that's my least favorite thing about him, is that it's never impressive to me when he just, like, I just did what you did, but I changed one fucking thing. I was like, but I did exactly what they did, exactly the way they did it, but I changed one thing. Cool guy.
I do like that in this one he started talking about, like, I need to come up, I can't just do that anymore, I need to do discover my own style of cooking.
Which I do appreciate that he was like, I'm gonna backseat this one, I can just use my perfect trace, I'll, like, go up against him and just, like, put up exactly what he puts up, so they can't get rid of me. I did exactly what they did. It's going to be a draw at least, but I can then help out Kuga by, like, I'm going to smoke some
soy sauce.
Soy sauce for you.
What were the green tea ones? I remember both of those sounded really...
So...
made, like, a foam with, like, 4 foams.
So it was a soup. It was technically a soup, but it was more of a puree in order to hold the shape.
That's right.
I don't care for purees for the most part. Here, eat this flavored foam doesn't super grab me.
And
I like the concept culinary-wise, but it's not a thing I'm going to ever eat.
And Kuga did kind of a spin on sweet and sour pork using a pork shoulder.
Oh yeah, but
that one sounded pretty good.
That was the whole deal. Is that Kuga is like he's known for Chinese cooking. He's the head of China Sock, and like, but he used French cooking cuisines to back his thing. So he
stepped out of his mold, and that's why he
can get out of his comfort zone and he can do better. But he still lost. So
I'm not a huge Kuga fan. He is kind of fun, though, at least, and it was nice to see him be more than just the Chinese cooking guy. With the 80 CGI bald men that back his ass up.
Right. This was like one of the few times where, like, I looked at Tsukasa's stuff and I'm like, no, bro, you lost. You're going to have me eat baby food the entire time? It looks pretty. I'm sure it tastes great, but like there's no difference in texture because in order to hold the shape like that, they pretty much all have to be the same consistency.
Man, I am such a texture eater too. Like I want
for sure.
I want like crunch.
In all honesty, Kuga's dish definitely would be way more appetizing to me, way more interesting to me, and of like a thing to try of a dish trying to feature green tea. Yes, please. That one is. The other one is like you poured a bunch of green tea into a foam, and now it's a dish. You served me green tea, but as a dish. This one is using green tea to create a dish.
Well, to be honest, I'm not a huge green tea guy, so like his has a little. It still has to have the green tea, but you have to do more with it. So there's a bigger chance that I would like it rather than the top of the green tea latte that I bought the other day.
Yeah, dude, that's all what it feels like. It is the fucking top of a green tea latte. Holy shit.
I am drinking more green tea. It's fine. I just, like, for years I didn't like it, and it's one of those that I'm learning to like because I'm trying to, vary things up a little bit, but...
And I know, like, I can't remember, they list all the other vegetables and stuff that go into each one of the purees, and it sounded fine, but you, especially watching it in the show, it just looks like a green shape. Like the other, like Kugas, I'm like, cool, that looks like a pork shoulder.
That looks fucking good. Yeah.
Skasa
won that because thematically Skasa had to.
Yes.
Yeah. I also appreciate the concepts that Skasa is usually working with and like portraying within the culinary world of like trying to form like the most like pure, unadulterated flavor profile of a specific dish and profile specific concepts within it of like fresh, dynamic, like this is green tea. This is green tea encapsulated within a single dish. Like I like that concept. As a concept, I don't want to eat any of it.
Also, Scott's is a sociopath.
Oh, very much so.
I think I would have given the win to Mimasaka as well, to be honest, though.
I don't remember what the differences were on the meals of this first round didn't stick out to me too much. Erina's Machinations is what I mostly remembered from that, but we'll get to that in a sec.
Well, like, Mimasaka's, I get one more.
It's always good.
They were all saying it's fucking incredible and that he did something astounding with it. And the difference it was on the one where Saito lent him his blade to make the cut.
He cut it slightly weird.
It a little bit too deep for the size of sushi that they were making so that the flavor dispersed quicker by like a quarter second.
Dear Food Wars, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's some pedantic bullshit that I'm just like, get the fuck out of here.
Also, he, like, cooked his on fresh straw, which changed...
I think they both did, though.
I don't remember. I don't remember what his tweak was.
I wanted to try the African ramen more than the firecracker caiman. I kind of understand why the caiman won, though.
Have you ever had caiman or alligator before?
I have, yeah.
It's really good.
It's really good. And especially, I imagine, like, spicy like that, that'd be fucking delicious.
I wanted both of those. I think I wanted the caiman a little more, but I mean, that one was...
See, that one I was surprised because I'm not a ramen guy. I'm not even really a soup guy. But that African ramen, I was like,
I was wicked intrigued in that one more so. Like it feels like a combination of style and like regionality that I would have never conceptually thought of.
Ramen is one of the soups I can kind of go for because I generally prefer a stew to a soup. It's my problem with like tomato soup. There's nothing wrong with it. It tastes good, but there's no. It's just to drink it. If I'm gonna have tomato soup, I need to have fucking grilled cheese with it or something.
Yep.
I need like if I want soup, I want stuff in it, and that's why I like ramen because it has stuff in it.
Now I want chili so fucking bad.
Yeah, chili is superior to pretty much any kind of soup.
Yeah.
Unless you count clam chowder, because a good clam chowder, that's a fight between the... No, still chili.
No, chili's 100% better than clam chowder. I'll go to bat on this in that.
89%, but I'll agree with you otherwise.
Clam chowder has too wide a variance. Is it New England? Is it Manhattan? Is it good clam chowder? Because most of the time it's not.
It's my wife's clam chowder, and it's fucking great. That's all I can
imagine
tell you.
it's good.
I'm not a big clam guy.
That's fair. I'm not a big fish guy, but I do like shellfish.
I do like seafood. I don't like seafood soup.
Fair.
And then once the bouts are finished, they start working in some of that tactics, and they're like, we're going to push it. Let's figure out the next card now.
But before that, I actually really enjoy, or I guess we find out afterwards that this was all part of the tactic. That these were throwaway matches. These were, we know we're going to lose against these three. So let's make them have to work hard enough for it that they can't do the next round so we can...
Start putting them away.
Yeah, start whittling them down. So these are sacrifice plays, but they're strong sacrifice plays.
And after figuring out the next card, you find out just how big of a bitch Momo Senpai is.
What the fuck is their deal?
Momo is such a bitch.
Momo's the patissier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of the scariest people in this whole thing. Something about her just freaks me out.
So mean. I don't like them.
She's the one that looks like she's like 12.
Yeah.
She's the queen of cute, although her stuff is...
A connoisseur of cuteness.
The castle she made looked fun, like...
We'll get to those.
Yeah. Actually, those rose tarts she made looked fucking fantastic, but I love apple-based
Yeah.
bakery stuff.
Well, I mean, we can announce what the second
sorry,
card
sorry.
is. Soma versus Some Saito, with butter being the ingredient.
Saito being the sushi guy.
Takumi Aldini versus Etsuya Aizen, the alchemist.
The fucking creeper gang dude that manipulates shit.
Yeah, the guy who like tried to like kick them out of Kyokusei and also was like the shadow guy behind the chicken wars.
Yeah, and the guy that got Mimasaka to go after people and got
That's
his
right.
Mesaluna taken away from him.
What about that?
And their ingredient is beef.
Dude, those ones look good, especially, I was all about Aldini's in this one.
Oh hell yeah! Especially the concept of the trifecta between all three dishes. I was like, hell yes, I want to eat all of that.
And Megumi versus Momo with the apples.
Momo deserved that win, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes and no.
We'll get to it, but yeah, this one has them working together, and what I like is these three do work together better than like anyone else could really.
Well, that's the first one that gets decided is the Megumi versus Momo. So we end up learning that Megumi got trained by what's his name?
Shino.
Shino, yeah.
Which, oh my god, I love her just like fucking like just like
Getting into a sports manga mindset.
which just is just like so fucking inside baseball for manga and anime. It's just like weebs who are just like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm in this anime so that I can do this thing. It's like, oh my fucking god, I love this so much.
Remind me,
Never
in
stop
the
being
anime,
you.
Shino just kind of rolls with it.
Yes.
Because in the manga, there's at least some more of him being like, what the fuck? Stop calling me coach. What's happening right now? But at least you're cooking better.
I think he says something like that once, and then every other time he kind of just like stumbles for a second before he responds.
He does.
It's something
He does
along the
get
lines
used
of
to it,
like,
but I feel like in the manga there was a bigger deal of like
I
what's
guess you
happening
need
right
to
now.
call me coach for some reason. Fine, we'll just do it.
I do love that they switched to the terrible like 90s shoujo animation style for a second there. She makes the something yaki.
Dorayaki.
Dorayaki.
It's a stuffed pancake.
Stuffed sweet pancake with the red bean paste, and then she's got the hidden apple butter in the middle or something like that.
So the apple butter was what was coating the outside of the pancake, and then in there, I can't remember what was all in there.
There was something.
There's ginger from Aldini's dish, and I can't remember what else.
Because all of them helped each other, which was probably.
Well, because the apple butter's from Soma's dish, the ginger's from Aldini's.
And
but it was the ginger that didn't added too much tartness or something to it, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it looked good. Momo's was so crazy though.
Well, and I need to try them, but I'm not convinced on bean paste sweets from Japan because
I want to try them. I haven't tried them. Of these two dishes, that's the one I'm less apprehensive to get into. Having had dishes that use rose water to flavor stuff,
it can go very wrong. There's no getting around that.
And that's a lot of fucking roses on that.
I just fucking love the apple tart and the looking like the rose and the because she makes a basket of apple tarts where she makes them look like a bouquet of roses using the apples, which I love. I've seen stuff like that in real life, and it always looks amazing. Beautiful. And then I want to say the basket itself was also edible, which I'm
like brioche bread or some shit.
That's some Great British Bake Off bullshit that I love, and as I said, any kind of here's a baked pastry with apple in it. I'm just shove it in my fucking gullet,
apple fritter.
Yeah, man. Apple fritters, apple pie, apple cobbler. You can tell I'm American that I struggled after I got through those three options, but
apple brown betty, apple turnover.
See, I'm into it. Apple is just one of the best baking additions.
Did you say cobbler?
I did say cobbler.
Apple crumble.
My favorite sandwich to make involves apple butter.
You've mentioned this previously. It's one of your favorite things to make, and it sounded fucking amazing.
It's so simple. You just pan fry some chicken, toast some bread with a little bit of mayo and garlic salt, and then you basically make a grilled cheese with the chicken, a super sharp cheddar, and apple butter.
Ooh, I'm into it. I honestly, ever since we did those apple risottos, have started using apple in a lot of my cooking, and
it's made its way into a lot more curries at my house.
I don't do it much with curries, but I'll do a lot of fry up some onions and some peppers and some sausage or some whatever, and maybe sometimes I'll do sweet potatoes. I don't do it as often as I used to, and then I'll toss in apples right at the last moment, and you get that little bit of sweet crunch in it, and it's so good. Also on pizzas.
I really like most things I've had that use rose flavoring in one way or another, so I was all about this. I was like, Momo, you win this one, I'm sorry.
I don't know if I've had any rose flavored stuff that's done by a fucking professional.
That's the thing with rose flavoring. It can be really good, but if it goes wrong, it can go really wrong.
And by professional, I mean someone who's done it a lot.
Yeah, someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about.
So Momo wins, but she's not happy when she's leaving.
Yeah, she's an angry little bitch at this one.
Not cute at all, this Tadakoro Megumi.
I do feel...
Which then she stops using the cute nickname for her. She's like, okay, fucking...
Because that's the thing for her, and she'll use a cute nickname for anyone she thinks is under her.
Mega meow.
Yeah.
I do get bummed out of Megumi keeps heroically losing.
Oh my god. We'll get to it later, but her wrap up of the season, I want to be just a full fucking season.
Her wrap up of a season in the last second is a full chapter.
Yeah.
At least in the next
I need that. I need her spinoff. I need it so bad.
I know you love Megumi so much.
She's my favorite.
Aldini and
versus Aizen.
Yeah. His was good. I don't know. Because it was he used the artichoke and
the roast beef of enchantment.
Every name they've come up for his meal sucks. And like, roast beef is good. I mean, I will never knock roast beef, but it's roast beef with an artichoke sauce. I'm sure it's great.
And egg.
An egg.
Yeah, nothing about that seems like innovative, but also at the same time, baby, give me some of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna munch and crunch that.
It's good. I will eat a lot of it, and then I'll nap for like 6 hours afterwards. Like,
this, in my opinion, this is the biggest stunt in the entire season, is Aldini turning his into a fucking appetizer.
Aldini's shit is great, and I want that pizza.
He's like, wait, I figured you were going to use artichokes, yo.
I just knew what you were gonna do, so I played it to my favor.
So, as a side note for this one, the reason the alchemist douchebag used artichoke was because it will affect the palate.
It has cynarin in it, which affects the taste buds and basically makes everything super sweet.
For a little bit afterwards. For like 15 minutes afterwards. And he's timing it out like that. Like, as soon as they're done eating, his will be ready to plate. And if he doesn't serve it then, it's fucked. So...
This is the season where Food War starts really hitting the edge of how much I'm willing to accept the, like, funny gimmicks. But, like, it makes for compelling television, but when I think about it, I'm also like, side note, shut the fuck up. But it actually super works for this character. What was it? The Shusharini pizza.
Shigarini? Yeah. I wrote it down, but I have terrible handwriting, so it doesn't actually help that.
Oh my god, it sounded so good.
And then the 4-cheese on the other side.
Dude, more and more as I'm like getting like into my like in the last like couple of years, I've just realized fucking cheese pizza is wicked slept on.
I'm not a big cheese pizza guy, although add in 4 cheeses, do different stuff with it, maybe put some goat cheese on the top, and I can get really into it.
Yeah.
But it can't just be.
If it's just like a basic ass.
We put mozzarella on the top. No, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
I'm not talking about like a Costco pizza cheese pizza. I'm talking like a cheese pizza from Bigga Pizza.
I'll give you that.
I miss Pizza Pipeline's cheese to the 7th power. 7 kinds of cheeses.
Oh shit, that sounds good actually.
On the other hand, it's Pizza Pipeline, but 7 cheeses. Okay, fine. Pizza Pipeline was a terrible. I don't know if it was local or just a chain.
I feel like it's
survive.
a relatively wider spread. I feel like it's a franchise of some sort.
Yeah, but it's like one of those.
Is it a Montana only thing? I feel like it's outside of Montana.
There were a couple outside of Montana. I don't know.
But when I was a kid in 2003 in high school, they sold 2 slices of pizza and a very watered down soda, insanely watered down soda.
It was 90% ice
for $2.50.
Which, hey man, $2.50 for a bunch of ice is not bad.
You could always tell. But you could always tell the freshmen from the others because all the freshmen swarmed Pizza Pipeline, and all the people who'd been around for a minute went an extra half block down and got Bridge Pizza, local good pizza, for 50 cents more. They're like, it's 1 slice. Like, yeah, but that slice is a quarter of a pizza.
Yes. Yeah, like literally, like proportionally wise, you're getting 2 slices that is the same as the 1 slice you're getting.
Probably bigger,
and also better quality of ingredients, better quality of care put into it, a lot less body hair, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But not 7 cheeses.
But not, depending on the day, you might be eating 7 cheeses.
That's true. At least 4.
It's true.
The faux cheese. And then, I don't remember, how did he beat the sweet thing? It's the...
because he knew that he was going to do the artichoke, because he's like, there's 2 choices. It's either going to be artichoke or miracle fruit, because either one is going to affect the taste buds, but miracle fruit lasts for hours, whereas artichoke wears off quickly, and he didn't need it to be screwing up the Soma versus Saito. So... He's just adjusted the amount of things in the dish he was already going to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he upped the acidity of the glaze.
He just makes it more bitter in general. Like,
so it balances out. Okay,
yeah.
yep, I gotcha. That's right. It still sounded fucking amazing. I do still feel weird of, like, eat the cheese pizza afterwards, eat the whatchamacallit first, but also I just like stuff.
Although I feel like the cheese pizza would have definitely been lost after the Cinnamon, and like it would be too sweet. Like the natural sweetness of the cheese would be wildly like over sweetened.
Yeah, no, it makes sense with the way this is set up. I just like looking at that pizza, I keep being like, just I want the meat side.
But I imagine like the come down of the cheese would be much better.
I do remember thinking while watching this of like I use these cheeses. Everyone's like, oh shit. I'm like, those are normal ass cheeses, man. Like, that's just
Mozzarella, Parmigiano, Gorgonzola, ricotta. Some wildly exceptional cheeses.
That said, putting Gorgonzola on it is going to wildly change the flavor profile of everything else that you mentioned there, but like...
That's where he lost me, in all honesty. I was like,
oh man, I had Gorgonzola in the burrito that I ate before we recorded this.
You don't agree with me.
It adds a nice, I don't know, burst of flavor.
And then we had the butter match between Saito and Soma. Saito had the seafood bowl.
I do not remember this fucking match at all. I watched this episode like twice I've seen this episode like several times at this point, but twice in the little lead up to us recording. I don't remember fucking any of this.
Yeah, and then Soma had the rich butter pilaf. I can't read what I wrote down here. Imrizushi? It was like the stuffed tofu skin.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like an Inari sushi.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. That looked pretty good, and he used like a different kind of cream sauce or cheese sauce on top that's like more mellow, mild.
This is the one that of the three, it just seemed the least interesting, although I did like the idea, because this is where to talk about, because they have that whole thing of like, he can't beat my blade. They're so hardcore into the blade metaphors in this one because he's the samurai sushi man.
Yeah. He approaches everything like he's a warrior, and it's... Yeah.
In fairness, I really like the samurai sushi man, but he's
such a good goof.
He is the anime stereotype of all anime, and
I love how his entire team's like, here he's on his fucking shit again.
Yeah, I forget. Like
this one doesn't talk like that. He talks like that all the time.
It's in the next episode after he's lost to Soma that like they're talking about his recovery process, and then he's just like, oh yeah, he took an ice water bath under the waterfall to recover this morning. He said he was going to do... he did one last night. He says he's going to do another one today. And then they're just both like, oh my god, that would make me feel so much worse.
It is interesting that the 10 aren't nearly, like, other than a couple of, the alchemist fucking whatever, aren't nearly as villainous as you would expect them to be being part of this insane plan.
Well, they're not that... I think it makes sense when you get to the epilogue, and, I mean...
They're mostly just weird chaos agents.
Well, they're kind of just like, wait, we don't have this responsibility anymore? We can just go be people?
Peace out!
Wait, I graduated? I just get to go be alive? Like, in the world? And be a normal person?
I don't have to think about this horseshit. Yeah. I mean, normal person, let's go to the Amazon to catch piragua to cook, but...
yeah.
Not piragua. I can't think of what that fucking fish is called.
Piranha?
No, it's they say
there's some weird fish in the Amazon. The butter one was the most forgettable. I really liked though that it was not that they finally realized Soma's strength is. Oh, they both looked good. Soma's strength is not just like here's my sword. It's here's what I have. Here's what I learned from...
Like, every element of his dish is backed by what he's learned and been able to incorporate from working with the other chefs that he's worked with.
And not just working with them, but fighting against them and train... It's the whole...
So like it's one sword versus these thousands of swords
And
that
then a
Soma
gun.
has learned, and a gun. God, when he pulls out the fucking rifle and shoots his sword, it's so good.
Which would have been from the random hunter lady that lives in Kyoto.
Snow White of the beasts of the wilderness, or whatever she's called.
Oh my, yeah, that was
Yuki.
good.
That's it. Yuki's great. My wife might be Yuki in a lot of ways, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have baby goats right now, and we will probably eat one of them later.
I feel like it would be a very on-brand move for CC to just like go off and slaughter something for a fresh meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Zach's like, and tonight.
It might be. I don't know what dinner is tonight.
Third card. Ishiki versus Tsukasa.
Ishiki versus Skasa. Erna versus Momo.
And Aldini versus Kobayashi.
Number
Rindo.
2 seed.
Yeah.
Awesome. Rindo. I love Rindo,
Rindo.
by the way. Rindo is one of my favorite characters in this show.
Dude,
And
Rindo's
then
so great, and like the fact that she's friends with Skasa is so weird. The fact that that's how they ended is that they're just off doing their biz, and it's just like that's the most odd couple pairing in this entire series.
I'm into it. I actually think it works really well.
I think it is a very good balancing act that really will work. I like it.
And the Ishiki one was Rabbit, Brown Sugar for Momo Erina, and Spear Squid for Aldini Rindo.
Oh, I love that they refer to Ishiki's dishes like intensely Japanese cooking.
Yeah, which order did these ones get decided?
I just watched this and I can't remember, and I'm even looking at the Wikipedia right now to try and.
Did they go Rabbit first?
It's almost harder. I think so. It's almost harder with this season to keep track of like the order they did the cooking, just because there's nothing but fucking dishes this season. There's no like character times in between, so they start to blur a little bit. Let's go with the Rabbit first, because I do think that is one of the big ones. We knew Ishiki was going to lose because, again, thematically, it has to be.
And that's the other thing with this season, though, is that like fucking certain like dishes finish first, though they're not immediately paired off. Like at one point, fucking Rindo just like slaps down her dish real quick, and it's just like I'm
done.
We were about to taste this other thing, and then it's like don't worry about it. We're so good at our jobs, we can taste all of these at once and know the difference.
And they're like, well, you are.
That.
Yeah, I think that happened with the ramen, African ramen, and the
I think you're right.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
But like Momo finishes
the firecracker,
the firecracker one.
Momo's dish would have taken like a day and a half,
but somehow she finishes first.
That's right.
That's also the other thing that I feel like the way they write some of this and the way it's timelined out. Some of these people are just fucking standing around doing nothing. Like, Erina is literally just like, she must be doing fucking nothing for like 20 minutes while Momo's busting out a fucking sculpture level cake creation.
She really is the Great British Bake Off given anime form.
Yes.
It's cool. It's a Barbie dream house, but
it's kind of that chocolate
I
guy,
like
that
sponge cake.
guy.
Like, nothing about it looked bad. It's just that Erina's was that much better.
The only thing that I'm impressed by with the sponge cake, having made a ton of them, is the fucking cool art laid into it.
And it's a cool presentation piece, but it is one of those, the cooking itself is, I don't want to say like meh, because I'm sure it's fucking great, but it's not, there's nothing as interesting for the twists of the cooking. It's beautifully done sponge cake with cute pictures on it.
Yeah, and she adds like soy sauce and some other stuff to enhance the flavor of the brown sugar that she used in the cakes. And
That's right.
That was neat, yeah.
And fruits
interesting.
and candies and stuff.
I'm kind of tempted to try it, but I'm also terrified of like...
I have no idea what that...
I'm not a baker either.
Yeah, not a baker. Also, don't know what that ratio would be so that it doesn't just
I
taste
imagine
like...
that goes real bad real fast if you mess that one up. What does Erina make?
Erina, yeah. Well, it's that...
But it's also like not... It's like a kind of...
It's a souffle, but it's mimicking the dorayaki that Megumi
That's
made.
right. She took the idea of what Megumi was going for and then used the god tongue to tweak it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel like there's a little bit of Soma that she's stealing from in that one.
Because of the souffle.
Yes. Although that doesn't come up as much. I really like the
And she
relationship.
used Greek yogurt in her sauce, which was like...
Dun, dun, dun. You can tell the foods that are more common in America than Japan when they're like, oh my god. I'm like, it's fucking Cajun seasoning. Calm down.
Yeah, dude, I gave my dog Greek yogurt yesterday. Seriously, my dog gets some Greek yogurt with breakfast and dinner. That's not a big deal.
I really do love the relationship between Erina and Megumi, though. Like, once Erina gets off her high horse and recognizes that she's one of the ones that recognizes that Megumi might be one of the best chefs of the group.
She may not be like where she's gonna be yet, but she sees that
she can see where she's going.
Yes, she can see Megumi's trajectory of like, you're gonna go places. This guy fucks.
And I love the idea that she recognizes that why Momo got so pissed at Megumi is Momo is plateaued. I know what's cute. Everything I think is cute is perfect cute because no one has fought me in this in years, which is Erina for most of this goddamn series. And then she meets people like Megumi and Soma and goes, oh shit, my dad's entire plan is horseshit. And Momo's right. Momo is one of the 10 that it makes the most sense that she would sign up for this because why wouldn't everyone do what she does? Because she knows what.
Yeah, she only knows what's cute, and everything she does is cute. Like, why the fuck... you guys should have been listening to me from the get-go. Why wouldn't I do this?
So there's no challenge to it. Like, it doesn't make... Rindo in particular, it makes no sense other than Skasa went with him, and she'll go wherever Skasa goes.
Yeah, sounds like a fun time.
But, like, the actual plane itself, I can just see her being
she
like...
didn't listen to the plan. Sounds like a fun time.
I really enjoyed... I think this is one of my favorite Erina moments in the entire series, though. Like, this fight in particular is great.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to eat her souffle.
And then that episode ends with Azumi showing up on stage and announce that he will judge for the remaining of the
Shokugeki
And I know
matches.
Dean...
And, like, that it's all kosher with both sides. And, like, Dean Asami's...
Everybody signed off on it.
It's like, this is what we're doing. Everybody's
I'm still
cool
like,
with
no,
it.
shut the fuck up. No. This is obvious. I realize there's a whole thematic thing of purifying and yada yada yada, but like you're wrong. You're just
I cannot remember the name of the organization of that is like the judges.
the WC something.
Don't remember. Yep.
Yeah.
WC something. WW something.
I'm pretty sure the two...
I was going to say WGA, but that's the Writers Guild of America.
And I wanted to say WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and that's not right at all.
It is like the World Food something or something like that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that the
And I think
two
this
male
is
judges
the point where the two male judges is just like
get replaced. Yeah.
gone.
Side
Bring in
note,
some.
those two, totes married. I am 100% convinced that the two male judges are married to each other and possibly in a polyamorous relationship with the third judge from that. They keep ending up...
No, she just films for them.
I'm just saying, they keep ending up like there's one where they're being overpowered by it and their representation is those two naked in a barrel going off like Niagara Falls.
Judges, WGO.
That's why you're
Gourmet
thinking... Yeah.
Oh, I was so close with WGA.
And you were so close with WHO. I was the one that was like, WWF! Like... But like they're always other than like, oh, I'm trapped in between their boobs. But we're trapped into the boobs while smooshed together with our bits touching. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying those two are a couple.
I'm saying it's a great thing, and I think they're a couple.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
They were getting out there.
In the same way that I'm pretty convinced
Spear squid?
that the God damn it, that the two judges that replaced them were also a couple.
The one is definitely fucking Dean Asami.
Well, yeah, but you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, but like for some reason, one of the sitting ones was like, "Nah, I gotta stay. This is too unkosher."
Yeah, because she gives a shit about the integrity of the position.
And then the one who doesn't get a sit is now going to sit on Azumi's lap.
Yeah,
the entire time, which
they had to show how stilted this stats were.
Very stilted.
And then, we didn't even cover Rindo versus...
Right. So that's the spear squid. Yeah, Rindo's looks amazing. That Kausa.
She uses ant in it?
No, that's the net.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This was she
so
did
then it would
the
be actually Takumi presents his calamari.
Yep.
A dish while Rendo presents her Peruvian.
I don't remember if I've ever told this story. It was when within the first like 6 months of dating Cece, and we're making dinner, and she's making calamari, and I'm just so fucking excited. And I turn around, and it's gone, and I'm like, "What? Where the fuck is the calamari? Where's the calamari, Cece?" And she's like, "I threw it away." I'm like, "You what?" She's like, "I ruined it. It was terrible. I threw it all away." And I never got to taste it. I don't know. To this day, I am like, where the fuck is the calamari?
It was gone. It was bad. You're not allowed to have it, sir.
No, it's just a running fight that I'm like, it would have been fine.
So Rendo did that causa, and it was basically like a play on potato salad, except it was the layered, slightly gel. Well, like the different layers were put together in different ways. It was just made so that it was stayed layer, because one of the layers was like the squid burger, and then underneath it was something special that wouldn't normally be there. And she used like amarillo paste and stuff like that. I wanted to eat it so
These
badly.
were another two dishes that I just like kind of somehow spaced on.
Yeah, I got
Takumi's calamari and her casa was way over my head. I didn't catch them really.
I was sad when Takumi lost, but again, another thematic.
But yeah, she outclasses him, and Takumi loses, which is unfortunate, but kind of understandable. With like they're gonna set up a clear like it's gonna be
these two versus these two,
and Takumi is not gonna be one of those two.
Okay, so Ishiki versus Sasuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ishii does a
Japanese chowder
soup, rabbit soup, miso soup of some sort. I'm remembering.
The Japanese soups are honestly, Asian soups tend to be. I know we've already kind of made fun of soups in this episode, but I think Asian soups tend to be better than European soups.
He makes a traditional Japanese wanmono soup, which shocks the rebels since rabbit meat will overwhelm the soup's taste. Rabbit is too gamey for this soft, gentle flavor and subtle notes of seafood of the traditional soup.
They're so
right, and doesn't he have the bit that you cut into, and that's what basically turns it into more of a miso soup.
Yeah, and like they talk about how like in Japanese art there's a concept of like movement within the art to create form a story, and like it's an intensely Japanese concept within an intensely Japanese traditional soup that he's making, where he's got like the idea of you breaking apart this little nugget makes it a whole different other soup and changes the broth.
That's a big ongoing theme with this show anyways, of my food's in stages, and once you hit this one thing, it changes the entire meal. They're so fucking worried about gamey, though.
They really are.
I know gamey can go wrong, but like I've not cooked rabbit, but they're still terrified of bear in this episode.
Right. I'm trying to remember if I've had rabbit. I feel like I must have at some point, but
I've had rabbit. I've never cooked rabbit.
Yeah.
I've never had rabbit.
I remember it being fine. Like, I know it's kind of used as high cuisine, but it was good.
And then Tsukasa does that Live à la Royale. It looks amazing. I that's the one. Once again, I kind of want it. I want his.
Yeah.
Like I get why he wins this one, especially once they start talking about like the different layers he has hidden underneath it and stuff. I was like, oh, yep.
Okay,
yep,
so other than the foam thing, I always get when Tsukasa wins. I just always find the other stuff more interesting. That's why I'd be on the Rebels side. Also because the plan is psychotic. I know we've covered this, but I just...
Yeah. Of the two dishes, I'd be more interested in Ishiki's dish, personally, because Japanese cuisine is more interesting, personally, than French cuisine to me, personally. But damn, that did look good. Mm-hmm. And, like, the whole play on, like, the richness of his dish and that it's originally only served to French royalty and all this stuff. And then someone...
And also this layer can be called a royale.
And then someone's just like, well, seems like you didn't actually try when we fought.
Yeah.
I love that Soma never realizes that people are, like, just humoring him and beating him. Because he had the same thing with Ishiki, being like, You son of a bitch.
You actually know what you're doing. You made me think you were trash.
Not even, like, it was that good and you weren't trying? What the fuck, man?
Come on, man.
See,
Saw me into the ground.
This is not... Yeah. I guess when you grow up with his...
in the dirt.
Spank me, daddy. I guess when you grow up with his dad as the thing, like, he never once went easy on him.
That's an excellent point of which I would not have considered. His dad did not pull his punches. He's like, well, okay, well, that's a good price. Here's how it's done good. Go fuck yourself, Soma. Go make it better.
You're a 12-year-old that's just learning to cook, and I'm the best cook on earth, so I'm going to show you what's what, kid.
I probably would have been a little bit more Team Chowder on this one until they showed the cross-section of, like, exactly what every layer was in Sukkot. I'm like, oh, that looks just heavenly.
I love a goulash. I want multiple flavors and textures on every bite if I can. Well, the layer stuff is fun, but you get like this. I want an explosion of stuff, not a, I don't know, fucking mathematical formula of stuff.
Yeah. I want goulash so fucking bad now, Hungarian goulash specifically.
But that's why I'm also like a shit tier cook that just like, I make good stuff, but I have like, it will come in one of 3 forms. But it'll taste good.
But then they're like, cool, well, now it's down to 2 versus 2, but we're just going to make it so this next battle wins.
I actually really liked this format. I thought
Me too.
I do too. Also, especially just setting up the concept of like, one of you's going to do a starter, then the other's going to do the main. You're going to have to make a cohesive teamwork decision here, and it's going to have to work.
Are you?
Well, and
are you specifically? Yeah,
I do like that because we already liked them having to work together, and all we were getting before is like, have some of my ginger, and now it's like full on working together.
Well, and I mean, really, the
feels like. Sorry,
I was gonna say the big theme overall for Team Rebel has been not just helping each other, but using little bits of each other's things and sort of carrying it forward through the competition. So it's kind of the natural flow, which is probably why Grandpa, who's obviously Team Rebel, sort of...
Well, it's the whole thing of the Rebels are using Food Wars to make each other better, to balance, while the other people are using Food Wars to dominate. I am proving my superiority so you can shut the fuck up, while the others want the amp that goes to 11.
It's like, the Rebels are using Food Wars to, like, no, you're wrong. You can cook this better. Versus, no, you're wrong. I can cook this better.
Yeah, that's a really good way of looking at it. Not to relate everything to my stupid sword fighting thing in the park, but the best sparring I do, the best time I have, is when I'm fighting with someone and we do a few rounds and I'm like, wait, stop, show me how you did that thing. Or like, what am I doing here? Or, hey, I noticed you're doing this, stop it. And it's so much...
Stop it.
Okay, yes. In my very abbreviated way, it makes me sound like a jackass, but hi. But it makes for better fights and it makes for a better community, it makes for better people when you're doing that to build as opposed to just... You get those people in any kind of competitive thing. I'm the best, fuck you, you're not worth my time. Those people universally suck.
Yeah. They're the trash.
So, like, that's why... It's why, like, Rindo actually isn't one of those people. She's just there for the chaos, but she's not thought 2 steps ahead where the chaos is going to be done.
She's just hungry.
I do love Rindo, Jesus Christ.
Rindo is, like, yeah, the more I think about it, the less likely it would be that she should have been at that table at all.
Skasa. She's there because Skasa.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She's hanging out with her friend. They're going to go get some food after.
Final battle.
Well, there's like a little bit of a...
Yeah, there's a little bit like, in between.
Who's going to do the starter? Who's going to do the main?
I mean,
I'm going to do the main.
It is perfectly appropriate of those two cannot get along. And part of it is because they're trying to do the other one, where there's the clear defined boundaries. I do this, you do this. And it doesn't work with the whole, you know, as much as it's supposed to be working together, it's the whole group as a whole raising each other up that has been kind of the whole theme of Food Wars.
It's also like one last time for them to really stick in that like the way these two work together is that they fight. They don't they only work together because they're fighting together. They're fighting each other, and that's how they work
everyone
together.
else is kind of a byproduct.
And it's just like it's just their good sparring that they're getting into at this point that is going to make them better. We just need to show you that as a reminder.
I actually love it. I love the entire bit of those two realizing that they're actually in a food war with each other instead of...
That is such a good, like, let's just get into the final battle, because that's all that really is that they fight about who's going to do it. But then fucking Skasa and Ringo plate theirs. They put out some gorgeous dishes. It's beautiful.
This is the one where she uses ant.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the... I can't say all of those French words.
That's
mushroom
fine.
something. Mushroom millefeuille with du inside.
It's the one that we're like, I used older ants, so it's less acidic, or younger. I don't remember which one.
Younger.
I was like,
ants.
how the fuck do you even know that? Not even like
she's the
trying
master of exotic food.
No, I get that, but like not even trying the different. Like, how do you tell which is the younger ant?
And then this brought me to a question though that I had about Rindo of like, okay, so Azumi's just cool with you putting ants and everything. that's gonna be chill when he takes over.
That's the other thing.
He's gonna be down with you hunting wild game that's super exotic, and then like incorporating that into every meal. That's not going to cause burnout in his book.
Yeah, there's no way that a single one of her dishes would be cool with Director Azumi.
In all honesty,
it doesn't make any sense.
Other
for
than
those two
Skasa, there's nobody on the 10's dishes who I think would match up to his standards.
Dickhead Alchemist.
Yeah.
Maybe, but mostly because he's such a fucking bootlicker, he's going to just get in line.
Yeah, that's my point. And his cooking is supposed to be very
Sushi,
good.
I guess, yeah, probably.
Sushi, I think.
But that might be too
Ramen may
pedestrian,
have been able
actually.
to. I mean, well, no, because sushi can get super high class.
I know that it
too.
can get super high class, but it's traditionally a street food, which probably means to Azumi, that's bullshit. Only French fine dining.
Yes, but I guess, I mean, it's gotten to the point that it's one of those, like, it has become such an icon of the culture.
Yes. I'm not
And
disagreeing
you can
with
put
but
it
I
on
am
Naked
disagreeing
Ladies,
with
which he's clearly also going to be into.
Yeah, but that's going to be his home cook thing. He's going to save that for
I
right
forget
time.
what that style of presentation is, where you put the... It's a thing.
It's putting food
know,
on
it's a-
Naked
I know I
Ladies.
just sound like a lunatic right now.
No,
but
I know. I know what you're talking about. It's where
Putting food on Naked Ladies.
you have a woman be the sushi tray.
I've never liked it. When I was a teenager, I was like interested because Naked Ladies, but even then I was like,
Wonder if they.
what if we had the food and then the Naked Ladies?
What if they had any dudes do that?
Oh, I'm sure. Somebody did.
Joke about a dynamite roll.
Yeah.
Although it's supposed to be like not sexual, but also sexual because you have a naked lady.
It's entirely a fucking like SM power play full.
It's weird.
It is some kinky bullshit at best.
Just have sex with your lady or your guy. I don't care. Do whatever works for you, and then go get
or
food.
your sushi.
I'll tell you.
Don't
this,
have sex with your sushi.
I'll tell you this much on a personal note: food and sex are not a thing I like to.
No,
combine.
I'm with you. I'm one then the other.
Yeah.
And then the other again. Then
my
the
first
one,
date.
Whatever order.
whatever, however it works. Yeah, so they played up the Rindo and Skasa played up their stuff. I don't even remember what they.
The plate of white armor with
his
deer
signature
sauce.
dish.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Skasa.
In a sauce chevre, however the
Hoity-toity fancy French stuff.
Okay,
it looks
what
good
was
and
it
delicious.
though? What was? I remember.
He does venison.
It was venison.
It's basically like
Yeah.
a more fancy ass version of the thing he did with Soma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
There's a-
remember actually Soma and Erina's dishes in this one. I just don't.
Right, yeah. Like, let's just go over to that, because, like, Soma's appetizer is the thing in this season that I most want to eat in the entire world.
It
Yes.
also ties back to the very first thing.
It ties
that
back
he
into
made.
everything that he's made.
I know, but like,
But, like-
it's very definitively the first that
Like
the
that wrapped meat dish. That
the
is
fake pot roast that he
the
made
fake pot
before?
roast. It's basically that again,
but as a
better.
fucking caveman. I want
Way
it so
better.
bad.
And then
It's a cartoon caveman. meat stick.
He presents this as an appetizer, and everyone's just like, well, this is delicious, but also you fucked up because this is not an appetizer. This is a main course dish.
You're a
You presented
dickhead.
a Flintstone-esque big hunk of meat.
It is straight up what pops up on fucking Gauntlet Legends when you kill something.
Yes.
Like, it is... I like food.
And everyone's just like, you dumb fucking idiot.
Did I break you? I'm sorry.
You bastard, Soma. You fucking dummy. How could you? You just are so stupid. How... You plated a full course meal as a starter.
It's not a full course meal. There's one thing right there.
But also, that motherfucker's huge.
Yeah, no, it was...
That is a two-hander and then, like, has a full burger. Like, that's...
Look, I'm an American fat man. You understand.
Oh, no, I understand. I am also an American fat man.
Yes.
I like to eat, but if you plated that as a starter and didn't tell me about this, and I have a main dish coming after that, I was like, okay, just bring me a box for the rest of this starter, because I can't finish it.
I was expecting
and my main dish, that's going to be my breakfast tomorrow.
I was half expecting, like, the twist on it to be the pate is, like, foam. So that it could be a starter.
Yes.
And yet still be that
I would have been
size.
Or
pissed.
something.
I would have been... No. That
It's
thing
cotton
has to
candy
be
inside or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Or-
not the entire thing, but, like, the inner layer or
Yeah.
something.
Or it's
Or
made
like
of tofu. Or
potato in the inside to like wrap around to the big, but no, because it's not. It's a battle between him and Erina, and this is his way of kicking Erina
he's
into
like-
trying.
By the way, I tried all your food earlier. None of it stacks up to him, but if I can tie him, then all you have to do is beat me.
And you can do that. You've done it every time.
Oh, and he also uses the God Tongue to his favor.
I did like that.
Which
where
I
he-
love that. He's just like, oh, fucking Osmi wants to use the God Tongue for his plan.
Yeah, he does do the creepy Soma.
I will do the same. And then just has her test everything to hone it in to be absolutely perfect.
Now, here's the... I want to eat his the most in the entire season. That caveman dish is fucking astounding. Erina coming up with like how she comes around to what ties her dish together fucking moved
It's
me.
basically furiyaki rice again, right?
Yes, it's the transforming furikake.
furikake. Thank you.
But also
but with the
peanut butter
squid
and dried squid.
that was. Oh my god.
that got me.
It got me so good, and I was just like, and like other aspects of her dish and her incorporating just like basically trash cooking, and just like so much.
I had forgotten
And
about
just
this.
like
And
a
one of the-
giant middle finger to her dad.
I don't remember if it was you guys or my wife talking about like eventually he's gonna have to make that work, and I'm like, I don't think they do.
I think it was your wife because we talked about this on the podcast that she wanted.
And
this.
I mean I wasn't wrong because he doesn't.
Yeah, you got to have the God Tongue to make that work.
you, oh god.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Endowment.
Oh my goodness.
Exploding clothes.
So like in canon, this is the thing we definitely talked about on the last episode.
Yes.
Because I needed to because
But it didn't go to this extent.
it didn't go to this extent. So these are all high schoolers. All of the audience is,
it's the running
is
problem
high
with this
schoolers.
anime, and there's no getting around it.
And he's just stripped them all scantily clad. Which, like, I don't even know. I don't have words.
And it's weird because we've all seen them scantily clad, but before it was all...
It felt like
It was...
They didn't.
It wasn't
actually-
happening... It wasn't happening in front of everybody.
Oh, also, you know what the other thing that always makes it weirder is when it's okay. So obviously, like the clothes exploding or kind of orgasm feeling is a representation of flavor, but it's
both then.
when one
Because
of
we have that in the first episode. And none of them are knockery.
when one of the I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this so carefully. When people of similar ages do it to each other, it doesn't creep me out in the same way as when an older person makes a younger person's clothes explode.
Although I still do love Megami giving Grandpa Knockery a what do they call it?
A minor disrobing.
No, they use some very fucking, very specific phrasing.
I don't remember what it was.
Secret disrobing or something like that.
His underwear fell off. That's right. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, this fucking show.
But, like, apparently this family alone has that ability.
Yeah.
But if you take on the name at any point through marriage, you also get the ability.
What?
Because that's how fucking Azumi still has it, is that he doesn't have the Nakri name anymore.
But because he was married into the family,
one point, he still has it. But also, like, at other points throughout the series, we have people's clothes explode off them.
But it tends not to be actual clothes exploding. It tends to be...
I think we do have, like, the precedent set that, like, it is also a visual metaphor.
It's usually a visual metaphor.
Except
now it's happening.
Now it's actually literally happening.
That's the bigger problem.
So anytime a Nakri is in the room tasting something...
Just get the fuck out. Just leave.
Or just be naked.
Just start stripping. I know what's coming.
Oh my god.
or hope the food sucks.
Ishiki knew the whole time.
That's just...
You're like, that looks too delicious, and I can't have this shredded. And you're just racing to get your spit onto it first.
Oh no!
Not racing to get your clothes off.
Yeah, it's the slow-mo race across the room where you just hawked a loogie, and it's like mid-flight.
I think it's because it's some of the first ones that you see, but like, because we haven't mentioned the bros, the himbos that are like always commentating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are Sishi's absolute favorite characters in this show.
Which, like, I looked up their Wikipedia, and, like, anime, manga, whole backstory, all of it, nobody knows. They just have nothing.
We think they do fried foods because we see a lot of their, like, my fried vegetables were better than yours, but, like...
Only one of them did that dish. The other one did something else, and, like, but that's you only see them cook 3 things between the 2 of them.
It doesn't matter. They're just there to be the bros.
Right.
We need the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead of those two.
1, yes.
Please.
2, I literally had a dream after we finished this that I was, like, reading some Teen Titans or in the Teen Titans. You know how it is. Like, dreams is never quite clear. Mm-hmm. But the bros were part of the Teen Titans. And I just accepted that there were these 2, like, yeah, bros.
Love it.
Fine. The good music goes... Admittedly, this show is very good at when they're getting the final explosive thing and they have the end credit music start playing, even if it's not the end of the episode. I get into it. I have that, like, yeah, I'm feeling the emotions here.
Oh, God, yeah, dude. I got some real good emotional beats throughout this whole series. There were some real good, like, heart feeling with joy of, like, they're doing it.
I just noticed, sorry, I'm having a hard time reading my own writing. I made so many notes this time.
And you can't read them.
Most of them I can't read. I did realize Erina's last dish, as fancier as it basically was fried chicken with croutons and eggs.
Yeah, all right. I like it.
And as soon as I realized she basically just made fried chicken, I was like, well, that's why she wins.
That's why it wins. I love good fried chicken.
Yeah, shit, I want fried chicken now. I'm apparently very hungry if we didn't, we haven't gathered.
We've been talking about food for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then after her win, as Director Azami's walking out, Father, thank you for all that you taught me.
No, fuck you. I hated that. I
love that because that's her way of saying fuck you. All that you taught me to do everything that you didn't want me to do.
Oh, I did everything you taught me, and then I went and did everything else too.
I didn't read it that way. I like that much better. I just read it as like her honestly showing appreciation for the like years of hardcore abuse, and I was like, nope, don't. Oh no, this.
She learned from the abuse not to trust this motherfucker. Thank you for teaching me everything you taught me.
Yeah, but then that's how I took it too. It was like,
but then after fucking words, Gin and Daddy Yukihira just were like, let's go have a drink together, random abusive evil man.
Well, they were all boys from back in the day.
Yeah,
like they're trying to help their boy.
Yeah, they're trying to clean him
You
up.
don't take Dahmer out to a drink for old time's sake.
I mean, you do before you kill him. He's gonna be more docile when he's drunk.
So many of the characters in this show end up not actually being evil, and I actually really like that about the show in the same way of Ted Lasso, but not.
I don't think he's evil. I think he's just a supreme fuckboy. A supreme fuckboy who's so fuckboy that he came around to, like, he's evil adjacent. I do think the amount of child abuse.
The moment I saw the child abuse was when I was done. That's really what it was.
That's where we cross over into the evil territory.
Yeah.
You let that sentence get all the way through and realize what you were saying, did you?
Child abuse. Okay, there's the evil.
Let's reel this shit back.
I'm gonna walk that one back. So they win. Because it's so fucking delicious, and she's the god tongue, and
then
all the student IDs get retrieved from Pucci.
And then we do the next, like, 2 chapters of the manga in, like, a fucking throwaway. And I don't think they were getting that.
Oh, they
didn't think they were getting their final season.
They didn't think they were getting the final season because they didn't even think they were getting season 4. As far as I know, like, distribution-wise, like, it was all over the
Oh, the rights issues of this are the fucking worst. I'm sorry anyone who wants to watch this after listening to us talk.
Yar is all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Avast right. Yar. Fucking, they have to choose a new number 1. Aaron is like...
I love how all that played out. I'm not going to lie.
Like, no, you're going to be the number 1, Soma. And then and then they have to choose a new director, and Grandpa Nakari can't do it anymore because he'd lose face if he took it back.
Also, because he's fucking old and wants to retire. Like, I actually like that way better. I mean, he's like, no.
Yes.
Do you see how stressful this fucking place is? No.
So I forget who says, but basically I think it's Soma's. Like,
Soma,
Soma.
You have to
if
do
I'm
this.
number 1, then you gotta be the director. 5 generations. Come on, keep the thing going.
Nepotism, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Also, you're better than me, and I have to...
You gotta be above me somehow.
Also, there's a little bit of a, he's into that thing going on with those two, so...
Yeah. And then basically someone's just like, Food Wars, anybody, open challenge.
I do like that we see a little bit of how they've kind of changed the atmosphere of, like, you can just do a food war. It doesn't have to be for, like, you get kicked out of the school.
Yeah, sure, your rankings go up and down. Cool.
You don't have to bet the knife your mom gave you that's now, like, super precious to you and your mom's passed away. That's, like, you don't have... You can just do the food war.
Because before, it would have been, like, not just, I'll bet my mother's knife, my dead mother's knife. So this cancer knife I will bet. It's like, also you get to stab me with it, and they'd be like, well, they did write it down in a food war, so I guess it's okay.
I'm going to go live in the gutter for the rest of my life.
War, in all honesty, so...
Can I stab you and your sister? Because then I'd be into...
Can you dig up your mom? And I stab her with her own knife. That's very fucked up.
God, both episodes we've recorded today have just gone in dark places.
You know.
It's cloudy for one day outside. It was...
And then the wrap-up episode is Megami basically just, like, reading a letter of telling everybody.
It's not even a wrap-up episode, is it? It is
basically the last episode.
It's the last
episode. It's a full fucking episode? I straight up thought that it was just, like, the last... Okay.
It ends with the regimental food war, and then, like, deciding that you're number 1, you're the new director, everybody fuck off. And then it's basically just, like, a postscript from Megami of just like, well, this is what we're doing. I went on vacation. I went to a bunch of countries. I learned a bunch of food. Soma's doing this. Those guys are doing that.
A bunch of people graduated, and it looks like they're having much better lives now.
It's almost like this school is bad for people.
By the by, I randomly took out this random American because I made him... I don't even remember what the American dish... I mean, it looked great.
Oh, he makes gumbo.
Gumbo. I do love a good
Oh my
gumbo.
god, the mama, like the mama talking about like the chef like he's a little baby, and now she's just like, Mama's gonna make it all better.
I actually hope
no,
because
no.
I actually hope because that was a full chapter in its own right. Her and Soma getting sent to this hotel, and then they encounter this guy, and he's part of an ongoing plot line that develops in its intro. I hope that that's the first episode of the next season. Not because I give a fuck about Gumbo Man, but because it was a good intro into the John Wick era of Food Wars.
Which I have not seen any of season 5.
I'm looking forward to it because, as I said...
Underground Food Wars?
Yes! It's Black Market Food Wars. It's Underground Food Wars. And it's the one where I say they jumped the shark, but I want to try it again, knowing that it's to the point of... I hate to say to the point of Goofy, because we just watched this goddamn show, and it starts and ends with Goofy, but, like...
All I can think of is...
Goofy for this show.
All I can think of is Underground Food Wars just ends with Soma doing his version of that fucking bird dish that you're supposed to cover your head to shield yourself from God while you eat. Like,
oh, the fucking one where they, like, stuff the baby bird and you eat it bones and all?
Mm-hmm. Part of the flavor is you tasting your own blood.
Oh, my God.
That's a real fucked up dish.
The French are the worst.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with that,
It's the French.
bad.
Yes.
But yeah, it's basically a wrap-up final episode. Megami covers everything, and like Soma's created a new golden age at Totsuki.
The Diamond Generation.
Everybody's just battling to battle, and like fucking
The
you
heroic
see where the
age.
whole Polaris Storm is up to. Meats like taking business classes to learn more about that end of the kitchen.
Some noobs are showing up, but they never give them any more than like 2 seconds of
Yeah,
screen
they
time.
don't matter.
And it's literally
Look,
just
man,
like,
we already have
go
like
fuck yourself.
60
We'll
named
food bore you to
characters in
death.
this thing. A surprising amount is given to Kurakaiba and Akira, considering that they have not been relevant for
2 seasons.
since early season 3.
Like he's basically leading the Xiaomi seminars now
Yeah.
at this point, and I don't fucking know what Kiriko
And-
is up to.
Kurakaiba keeps challenging Akira, and people think they're hot.
Oh, and then they were gonna do like a 3 coats trifecta battle type thing,
Yeah.
which we don't get to see Alice cook. So
I'm sad. It's because they didn't want to research that much molecular gastronomy to
The
recreate
final
it for the
episode is
show.
not very good, but it also is an attempt to wrap up something that they didn't think they were going to finish properly. And honestly, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just ended at the end here and gone with it. But I am also someone that sometimes when the story is done, I don't give a shit what happens next.
yes and no. I do agree that I think they should. That I do like your idea of having it just end there. Would have been better, but having seen what they did do, I very am much mad that we don't have a full fucking spin-off series of Megami doing her own bullshit.
Well, okay, that's fine, but that's
But
telling
that's
a
been
new...
my thing on every episode.
That's also telling a new story going its own way. But like, for example, Star Trek Voyager gets a lot of shit for you never actually see them. You see them get to Earth, you never actually see the cast on Earth, even though they've been trying to get home for 7 seasons.
They made it there. It's done.
And that's it. I don't give a fuck what they do when they get... I mean, I do, but like, it's not...
Do you want them to go see fuck their spouses for the first time?
Yes.
What, do you need what?
Actually, yes, I'm pretty sure the Star Trek Voyager fandom wants to go see Tim Russ get laid. But
Probably, but do you need them to go eat like an Earth burger for the first time?
I could use an Earth burger.
I wouldn't hate a burger.
I've already mentioned that I'm hungry, so like, I agree. Yes, but just they made it home. Just let it be done.
Yeah, that's basically... And that's kind of where I'm at with this. Cool, they saved the... I like seeing that we're in a new golden age. I don't know. I feel like you could have just not done that whole, like, and then I beat up a random American with gumbo and had more room
See, I
for
think-
stuff.
I think that's the weirdest part, is just like, I'm going to mention a battle that I had, and we're just going to leave it at that. Whereas everything else, I was fine with. I'm like, cool, I like this little
Okay,
wrap up
yes,
just to
I
know.
will agree.
Part
I
of
just-
me makes me feel like they didn't want to cover that battle at all. If they did get a season 5,
They didn't want to do the weird baby fetish stuff
also
going on.
I love when they show they just show like a highlighted of Megami talking and then like a map of the Southwest, and it's mostly like the Mexican Gulf. Like
It's not even the Southwest, it's the Southeast.
it's the South. It's basically mostly the Gulf of Mexico, and then just a little bit of like the South. And they're talking about gumbo. Just but like it's 80% fucking Mexico.
I was about to say, the map looks like a Mexico map.
It looks like you were showing off.
I'm not sure Japan understands where Louisiana is.
It's on the Gulf of Mexico, so here you go.
It was in the map, they just focused on the wrong spot.
Yes, very much so. The regionality of understanding America is very fun to see.
In fairness, if they were like, identify literally anything in Japan, back,
it's on
North.
that island, right?
Japan.
Yeah.
That's not
so we're not throwing shade, but also it is fun when you get
just,
to other...
I love seeing that because it makes me realize, oh, wait, we're dumb. Americans are dumb.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I'm mostly just hungry now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the wrap-up of the season. It feels like a pretty cohesively, like, concluded arc, I feel. So, like, I don't know what the fuck season 5 is supposed to be. We've talked about off mic a little bit about, like, what things they're trying to wrap up.
We've talked about it.
Or at
I
least
think
what
they
do in the
should have
manga.
ended here. And this was the original planned ending point, but they felt that there were a few loose ends that they wanted to tie up, so they tacked on an extra storyline. And it's not like the storyline is bad, it just is so obviously tacked on from what they were originally doing.
What I would
Koala blood martinis coming up. It's underground. I'm still coming up with underground dishes.
I'm just saying, the moment they were like, and I'm going to use my chainsaw to spice this, I'm like, fucking done.
Should have just spun it off into a Megami spinoff and then tie off those things in a Megami spinoff.
There is, I told you this today, there is a Shino, I think, prequel.
Which I was
manga.
trying to look this up. I couldn't find anything on it.
I have found like 2 words, or like 2 sentences on the Wikipedia article, and I have found a couple of in Japanese issues on Amazon.
Oh, interesting.
It's not been translated to English. The anime was never made. I think Food Wars was not a huge seller for the anime. Like, it got on Adult Swim, it was worth going, but it was not...
I feel like it was fairly popular enough that if they showed the whole thing on Adult Swim, I feel like it made it into Hot Topic. I feel like...
There's a strange level of, like, it's popular, but it's not bringing in the mad money.
I feel like
that makes it hard to finish
not
stuff.
as popular as, like... Oh, what is that show called? Demon
Slayer.
Slayer. I feel like it's not as popular as like Demon Slayer is, but I feel like it's in that same oeuvre for like American audiences.
Well, and people are hoping that Demon Slayer is the next like big 3, Bleach, Naruto, whatever. This is not the big 3. This is Shaman King. Shaman King kicked all kinds of ass, but it was not like as big and famous as Naruto.
Yeah,
Bleach,
it's not
One
Artor
Piece.
cinema. It is.
I mean, neither was fucking One Piece, Bleach, or Naruto.
Yeah.
Shonen is not high art. It's just fun.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, speaking of high art, I'm about to have a big mood whiplash going into my next recording.
What's your next recording?
Eraserhead.
Oh, fun.
Have fun with that, buddy. All right, so on that note, we're going to leave him to do that, and I'm going to look up if that fried chicken truck is open today. And next time we'll come back for the 5th plate to really discuss that. The summer of anime continues.
I'm so confused. I'm so curious about Underground Food Wars.
It is fun. It is. I keep talking it down. There has to be a worst of everything. And who knows? Maybe I'll think differently. In the meantime, we're your channels of nerdery. I'm Zach.
I'm Tyler.
Dismissed.
Hi, everybody. General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.